Hi everyone, welcome back to Math with Amala. Let's start a new part of your chapter. Number 3 of grade 7 data handling. Here we deals with some data and we have some methods to represent them on particular graphs. Let's move to the representative values. The first value is average. Average is a number that represents or shows the central tendency of a group of observations or data. The central tendency means that group of observation or data is actually moving to that particular point and we call it like average, and it lies between highest and lowest value, thus it is of the central tendency measure. One representative value is arithmetic mean. So, in order to represent, we use this term arithmetic mean. What do you mean by that? The mean is equal to sum of all observations divided by number of observations. Let us have an example of total runs scored by a batsman, and the runs are split up like 36, 35, 50, 46, 60, and so on. And the total number of runs is equal to 282. Now the total number is 6 in different matches. So the total number of matches is 6. Now what is the average or the mean, arithmetic mean, which is equal to sum of all observation, that is 282 divided by 6. Answer 47. So this is the arithmetic mean. What do you mean by range? Range is equal to highest observation minus lowest observation. If we have some observations and we have to find the range of that data, then you have to take the highest one, then you have to subtract the lowest one from it. Before doing this, you have to arrange the numbers in the ascending order or descending order according to your convenience, and this order is to be kept throughout. Let us have some ages of different people like 32, 41, 28, 54, 35, etc. And we have to arrange them in an ascending order. So you have to start with 23, 26, then 28, 32. It goes like that. Here the oldest man or woman, oldest age is 54 and the youngest age is 23. Hence the range is equal to 54 minus 23, which is equal to 31 years. We can calculate the mean of these numbers or the ages, that is 350 by 10, that is 35 years. Now let's move to another central tendency, which is the mode. Mode is the observation that occurs most often. Mode of a given data like 111, 2222, 344 is 2 because 1 is happening only for 3 times, 2 is happening for 4 times, 3 is only for 1 time, and 4 is for 2 times. So the 2 is occurring for the most times, 4 times. Hence mode of this data is 4. Of course 2. Now we have if we have some large data and we can use the method of tally marking. It is like putting the same observation together and counting them is not easy if the number of observation is large. Here we use tabulation with the tally marks. Tally marks are put like this. If we have some observations of same kind or the frequency is repeated, then you will mark 4 lines in standing way, and in the last one or the fifth one will be given as a slanted line. So if we have 4 standing lines and 1 slanted line, you will calculate it as a group of 5, and you don't want to count them each because you just want to count the number of groups which are present over there. If you have 3 sets of 5s, then it is 3 into 5, 15. When two numbers or observations occurs for same times, then the data will have two modes. Here, if we have two numbers or observations occurring for same time or equal number of times, then the data will have two modes. Next central tendency measure is median, the middlemost observation. Median refers to the value which lies in the middle of the data when arranged in an increasing order or decreasing order. with half of the observations above it and the other half below it. Median of 24, 36, 46, 17, 18, 25, 35 is 25. Here we are arranging it in the ascending order and you are choosing the middlemost one. And below it you will have the half numbers and the above also the same number. So the median of this given data or the example is 25. The next part deals with the use of bar graphs with a different purpose. Here we have to take the bar graph in order to draw or represent data that we are available with. So let's move to the bar graph representation, in which the numbers or the particular data is represented using bars of uniform width and length, and this depend upon the frequency or the scale you have chosen. Scale means the data which is actually represented inside the bars width and length. Suppose let's take scale is 1 unit equal to 10 students, which means the distance from 0 till 1 in the x-axis will represent 10 students at a time, and you will maintain a gap in between, and according to the data you can represent them. For example, let us take the example number 9. Here the students are Ajay, Bali, Deepthi, Fayaz, Geetika and Hari, and they have obtained the marks like 450, 500, 300, 360, 400 and 540 respectively. Now the first thing you have to do is you have to choose an appropriate scale with equal divisions taking increments of 100. Here 100 is taken because our number is changing in an interval of 100. 450, 500, 300 means they are having a variation in between 100 intervals. Now 1 unit will represent 100 marks. So this is the scale. 1 unit is equal to 100 marks. Now represent the data on the bar graph like this. Ajay have scored 450. So it will come in between 400 and 500. Then you can represent it with the graph like this, and you have to maintain a distance of 2 units in between Ajay and Bali, and you can continue. Likewise, the bar graph you can use or draw the double bar graph, in which we will have two comparable data like this Margaret and Aberdeen, that means two places or cities are having different kinds of sunshine hours, and their average sunshine hours are represented like this, and you can have a comparison with all the detailed scale and indications like this. When we use double bar graph, you should be very careful with the indications or the index that we are providing. Keep practicing and don't forget to follow this channel for more updates. Thank you all for watching the video. Please be stay tuned for the upcoming parts of your classes.